Minimalism has been a part of my life for over half a decade now. I first discovered minimalism when I was only 16 years old, so 6 years ago at this point, by watching Matt develop. This guy. I first found this video and then I watched all these other videos. I mean, not all, but a big part of them. And that was my first experience with minimalism and with the minimalist lifestyle, which I have deeply loved since then. You know, by focusing on getting what you need and not buying unnecessary things and unnecessary goods, it's actually a really good way of thinking about the things you own and the experiences you want to get. You know, not only because that is good for the environment, but because that is good for us. Owning less means spending less time worrying about the things that we own, because we don't own much, and so we just focus on what we have and we just keep making progresses. Our choices are made easier. And so yes, now half a decade later of discovering minimalism, I don't own many things. I only own important objects for me that have a lot of use cases and that I use a lot. I don't own much else. I have a PC, a tablet, phone, AirPod, monitor, an external driver, journals, and a lot of books. Also pens. But these things are just different from mindless consuming, because everything I own was something I thought about really deeply. And things that I use on the daily, you know. My PC is constantly being used now to also make these videos, but not only that. My journals are used every day. My man bag is something I use every day. I got this man bag that I carry with me with my cameras. My cameras are also something that I use a lot of the times. Yes, sometimes I buy things I don't need and I don't use every day, like for example, the hats I have there, I don't use them every day. My piano, my guitar, those are things that I own, but that I use a lot. And this idea that minimalism brings of trying to buy important things and trying to focus more on what we use daily has allowed me to save 1,500 euros even though I don't work. I was only getting $175 a month and I was able to save most of it because, again, I don't have the need of buying stuff that I don't think I will use. So once again, everything I own is something that I use a lot. How do I choose what and what not to buy? I just think to myself, will I use this once a week? If the answer is yes, then I ask myself about, is this actually something that will get me towards something? Is this object actually going to get me towards a goal or towards something I want? If it's yes, then I have two big reasons to buy it. First, I'm gonna use it, and then it's gonna help me reach something. And it's gonna help me reach somewhere. And then I just let time go by. I am now thinking about buying a watch. I'll be completely honest with you, do I actually need a watch? Well, kinda. As now I'm a volleyball coach, I have to keep time really counted during my sessions. And so, I think that buying a watch will actually help me organize my sessions better and help my athletes by organizing myself better. And so I'm thinking about that. What kind of watch will I buy? Well, I could buy a Rolex, but that is not something that I actually want and will not use every day. I found that I need a casual watch. What watch will I buy? Well, this one, a Casio F91W, which is just 20 bucks and a great watch because I saw tons of people, and so I actually think that I will buy that. Goes for the two rules, I will use it a lot and it serves a bigger purpose. And that is it. I am able to save tons of money simply because I don't want to buy tons of new things and shiny things. Again, what benefits has minimalism brought me? Well, first of all, I was able to save a lot of money. Second of all, I was able to save a lot of mental burden because I don't have to choose a lot. I own one man bag, and so that's the one I take everywhere. I own a camera, that's the one I take every day for videos. I own a camera for photos, that's the one I get every day. I own a notebook that I take with me every day. My tablets, I use it almost daily as well. My computer and my monitor, the same thing. Minimalism goal for me is not brain dead saving. For me, the goal of minimalism is not to save at all costs, but to spend more meaningfully.